On 8 out of 10 Cats, the one and only Alex Jones. As easy as D.O.D., it's David O'Doherty and their team captain, Jon Richardson. And facing them tonight, all wrapped up, it's Tinchy Stryder. That's the way to do it. It's Katherine and their team captain, Jon Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut, a show all about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 1.5 million Britons would like to be buried with their mobile phone? And if you answer it when you're sitting behind me in the cinema, you will be. 1 in 20 people have held a party for their cat's birthday. Even the cat's thinking, this is a bit tragic. And 22% of nightclub hookups are one-night stands. Yeah, who would have thought the guy you tugged off in a toilet cubicle 2 minutes after meeting him in Hollywood's nightclub Romford wouldn't turn out to be the love of your life? But if you are watching, Darren, call me. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It was Halloween this week, so tonight our panellists' job is to guess the top 3 things people are scared of. John's team, what do you think scares people?
My attempts at being intimate.
Aw, don't put yourself down.
I'm not going to put myself down, but I'm just going to tranquilise myself.
Your attempts at being intimate?
Well, if I'm sexy with people, they find it frightening.
Could you just, give me a demo and I'll tell you whether I think it's frightening. Give us a little demo. Yeah, Alex is right there. Give her a demo.
I don't mind. Go on.
It's the tongue, innit? It's the tongue. I've got too powerful a tongue. I was born with it. What am I going to do? But I don't think it is me. What are you scared of? I'm not
Well, see, I say this with trepidation.
What are you scared of?
Ghosts.
You're scared of ghosts? Because last time you were on the show, you spoke about ghosts, because you've seen a ghost.
Yes.
Have you seen anything since you were last on the show?
No, but I have seen 3. So don't play it down. I mean, there's 3.
You've seen... Yes, you think you've seen 3?
I don't want to be one of these people who sees ghosts.
No, and there's medication you can take to stop it. But if you forget to take it, you will see them. That's...
Yeah.
Has anyone else seen ghosts? Have you seen it? You believe in the paranormal?
I haven't seen ghosts, but I'm kind of scared of ghosts. Yeah, because I'm just scared.
Well, you are little.
But no, I got something about when I was younger. You know what? Let me cut the story short. I'm just scared.
I think there's a happy medium between a really long story that goes on too long. I mean, really, that's just a bullet point there, I feel, Tinchy. Give us a bit more. When you were young...
That's it. There's no story. I'm just scared of ghosts. Yeah. Like, actually, not every ghost. Casper was all right.
Yeah, Casper was a friendly ghost.
Yeah.
Are you scared of ghosts, Katherine?
Absolutely not. And I promise you, ghosts are more afraid of you than you are of them.
They're more scared of you than you are of them. I think that's spiders, isn't it?
Oh, spider ghosts, spider ghosts, spider ghosts.
Yeah.
Do you know, Naomi Watts said that the ghost of Princess Diana visited her and gave her permission to make the film Diana. But I feel like if Diana came back, she'd be straight into Kate Middleton, like, fill your knickers with jewels and run.
She should have that on a crest. Sean, were you scared of ghosts? You seem like a very level-headed man, but...
No, I'm not. Well, what's the point?
Yeah!
But no, obviously there's no such thing as ghosts.
Whoa.
I tempt all the ghosts, all the demons, all the spirits, all the dark forces of the underworld. I tempt you now. Do your worst. Visit on me the 7 circles of hell. Visit me with your...
Do you mind doing this when we're not here?
Tinchy is scared. He's been through
on.
this.
I think it's a bit much asking for a ghost, Sean, to appear on a TV show. There's certain scenarios in which you tend not to get a lot of ghosts. You know, you don't tend to get ghosts, say, on Argos. You never heard, the blue pens were all just flying. A number came up and I went to get the electric blanket and it wasn't ready yet.
I hope there are ghosts.
There are.
Well, all right then.
Good news for you, Jim.
I would like to come back as a ghost.
No, you wouldn't.
You and I are having troubles.
You would be...
He'd be the most mundane ghost ever. Well, that surface could get slippy. Better dry it.
No, you'd be a friendly cardigan wearing.
I was going to be, but I think I know someone who's getting haunted.
Well, I can tell you, ghosts are not one of the scariest things. But if you see a ghost, there are 3 things you must do immediately. Number 1, put down that drink. 2, turn the lights on. And 3, stop making things up. What?
No!
Wow. A little bit. OK, other scary things. Sean's team, what scares you?
Oh, Primark on a Saturday. And the biting and the blood. If you ever want to know what it's like to just have a true nightmare, drink a 2-liter bottle of Coke, just stand in the middle of a Primark. Your heart will be racing, and you'll never be afraid of ghosts again. It'll toughen you up.
Don't go there, Tinchy. Don't go,
I don't think so.
They'll take you to the place where they take all the children that have lost their parents. You'll be waiting there for ages. So it's not Primark on a Saturday morning. What else do you think?
People are scared of horror films. People go and see horror films deliberately to get scared.
Yeah, well, I like horror film. Do you like horror film?
Not particularly, no. I can see there's one good reason for horror films is it's an opportunity for intimacy between sort of teenagers, you know, and it's ideal because, you know, if you take someone to see Saw 2, anything you do to them afterwards seems like a treat. That's one reason for it.
Tinchy, do you watch horror films?
Not really, you know. No, I don't watch.
Not your thing?
Nah, not my thing. I guess you can work out why I don't watch it.
Why don't... No, I'll ask. Why don't you watch horror films?
I'm scared. Simple as that, really. No, I don't really watch horror films. If it's on and I'm with people that are watching it, I'll watch it. But, like, what I don't want to be scared for.
I sometimes admire the plumbing. You know, they turn on the taps and blood comes out. You go, that's pretty good, isn't it? Or a shower and all blood comes out of the shower, or they've got a blood jacuzzi. Yeah, I think that's quite a lot of plumbing's gone in there. There's a plumber's gone in there.
Do you watch horror films? Jon?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, I love it.
No, you don't.
Oh, I love it. It's nice to be scared because then when it ends, that's the thing. You're scared and then it ends. You think, oh, well, at least my balls aren't getting electrified.
That's not a horror film.
But if 8 out of 10 Cats was a horror film, I would be the one stumbling through the woods crying. Running away. I've worked out what it would be. Sean would be that you'd be the one I was running away from. I would find your house, think you were the nice guy, but then you turn out to be worse than him.
I can't believe he's totally figured this out.
And I was chasing you to warn you about Jimmy. That's the reason I was going, Dan!
OK, Alex, you watch horror films?
No, because 2 have put me off.
Which 2?
The first one would be Candyman.
Candyman's amazing.
See? But the other one, when I was really, really young, I watched this film about these kids. They were out on a boat on a lake, and then one by one they'd disappear, and you wouldn't see them. And the song was, dance, dance, wherever you're, na, 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 na. Can't listen to that anymore.
The Harvest Festival's tough for you, isn't it?
Sure it wasn't just river dance? They were just disappearing off the side of the stage.
But it was horrible.
So they're on a boat and then they, fall off?
Well, I don't know. They just disappear.
Jaws.
I mean, I was about 8.
Yeah, Jaws is.
It wasn't Jaws, because there was no bloody shark.
If it's a lake, it's a coarse water version of Jaws. Trout.
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, horror movies. I often watch horror films hiding behind the sofa, so my neighbours don't know I'm there. OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things still to get. What do you think?
People are scared of going to the dentist, aren't they? I know you're not, but some people are.
I was wondering about your teeth. Do you have are these for best, those teeth? Do you have a set for just wearing at home?
Yeah, these are for special, these are for best.
There's your best teeth.
Do you know, I'm upset, Mr. Carr, because Cheryl Cole was voted best smile in this country. And I feel like you deserved that.
I don't know if she's got the best smile. I think Ryland has got the best smile. Yeah, take a look at Ryland.
Is that real?
Yeah, Armitage Shanks did his. That's incredible. That's...
Is that genuine? That's his teeth?
Those are his teeth, yeah. OK, so, Katherine, you recently tweeted that you were quoted £6,000 to straighten your teeth. Let's have a look at the tweet. I can't see what they would have done. They're fine.
Well, if I had £6,000, I'd sort out my willy finger syndrome, because...
Oh, yeah, you have got a touch of the willy fingers there, haven't you?
Each one of my fingers looks like a small penis.
Not that small.
I had to get a brace the year before last I got punched in the face in a Chinese takeaway. Yeah. There was a drunk man in, and he was being racist to the man behind the counter, and so that does not happen when the D-man's around.
Sure, the enforcer.
I told him to shut up, and so he swung, but he was so drunk, he went that way and fell over that way, and so I stepped back, and then he went that way, and he fell that way, and, like, this could have gone on for hours. But the man behind the counter, the victim, just looked up, had missed what had gone on before, and just saw two pricks fighting, and he jumped over the counter and punched me in the face. It knocked that tooth back a quarter of an inch.
That's a good dental story, but not the best dental story. This is the best dental story. Last year, a dentist in Poland was treating her ex-boyfriend for toothache after he dumped her. She knocked him unconscious, knocked him out with the drugs, and then she removed all 32 of his teeth.
Whoa.
I imagine he said... Tinchy, are you scared of the dentist?
No, I'm not. That's one thing I'm not scared of.
Yay! We found it! OK, let's see if going to the dentist is in our top 3. Yes, going to the dentist. When I was a kid, I was scared of the dentist. He was a paedophile. Fingers on buzzers?
Flying. People are scared of flying, aren't they? Because you might die. What amazes me about people who are scared of flying, they always go, oh, yeah, but the odds of dying in a plane crash are like 1,000,000 to 1. You go, yeah, I'm scared of being the one. And it looks... If you're going to die in a plane, I'd rather die... You know, they made it look in the 70s. Like, people used to turn up at the airport, like, 5 minutes before the flight with a martini and, like, get on smoking a fag and shit on the floor. It looks amazing. Yeah, start the bloody plane. Do you want a martini, pilot? Yeah, I'll have a bloody martini. I'll see you in Jamaica.
OK, a recent report revealed that 1 in 6 pilots have flown planes in which both pilots fell asleep at the same time.
You know there's a problem when you're hoping to get hijacked just so someone is awake in the cockpit.
You need to be awake for the whole of the thing.
No.
I feel that way about motorways. Like, if it's the M1, that's really straight. You've got cruise control, and there's a little buzzer that comes on if you're too close to the car in front. Just have a nap.
I kind of disagree.
Well, it's a real different perspective. Thank you. Alex, what do you like on a plane? How do you pass the time on a plane?
I'm quite good because my boyfriend, he's Kiwi.
I thought you were in there too. I felt the vibes. I thought if anything...
Go on, Alex, go on.
You do remind me a bit of him.
Well, I'm not alone in thinking, Alex, you could do better.
So he's a Kiwi, so we've got to go quite a long way on a plane quite often. So what I do, I book an airline that has Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then I tell myself, you will not get off this plane until you get $1 million, which takes me quite a while.
I would imagine,
so
yeah.
That keeps me occupied for the entire flight.
I feel that I would be scared of flying if I thought for a moment about how, in the name of Jesus, planes stay up there. But instead, I put it on the long list of modern things that I have no idea how they work. Phones, computers, wheelbarrows, like... Shazam! Like, take, you know the thing on your phone that can identify a lot of songs? How does that possibly... Like, people say algorithms, but yeah, what is it? It needs to be a thing. It needs to be like a wizard in a cave, the Lemon and the Virgin, or something like that, you know?
Well, I can tell you flying is not up there, but it's very important to listen to the safety announcement because otherwise you won't know where your whistle is when you hit the Pyrenees at 700 miles an hour. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing still to get.
Death.
Death.
People are generally scared of dying, aren't they?
Are you scared of dying, Sean?
Well, I'm getting older, so it's become more of a, pressing concern.
Well, how would you like to go?
Muffled by flesh.
I'd like to be cremated and then made into pencils. When I'm dead.
Is there lead in you?
Stick around, baby, you might just find out.
Carbon, isn't it? Carbon for pencils. Graphite,
Well,
that could be a
and
carbon
lead, no?
pencil. I think it'd be a good way of teaching kids to be more careful with their writing. If, say, their pencils were made out of, like, dead relatives. If they made a mistake and had to rub it out, you're rubbing a loved one off the face of the earth forever.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't make a spelling mistake, then you've turned Grandad into a lovely poem.
You really understand the mind of a child, don't you?
I think the thing about death, I mean, it's a scary thing for lots of people, but I think the idea of your own mortality can make you kind of do things in life. So take a look at this.
Okay, so there's a truck getting towed, and it looks like it's coming at us, and my wife's asleep. So we're gonna see if we can scare her. Babe, wake up, there's a truck coming!
That is good.
Tinchy, if you had to die, how would you like to die? Have you got any ideas?
If I had to die, I don't know, maybe on a plane?
On a plane? It's very few people's first choice. It's interesting.
On a plane, like when you're going down, I feel like you're just like, I don't know, it's like a roller coaster ride.
I suppose right until the impact, it's pretty good.
I've had a near-death experience on a plane.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's flying to America, and they had a problem with one of the engines, and people started getting very nervous and edgy, and then the other engine packed up, and the plane was plummeting towards the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and there was just panic, pandemonium on the plane. And I remember, for some reason, it was quite interesting, because I realised I wasn't actually that, but I was quite calm, I was quite composed. I was a bit pissed off to turn the film off. And there was a little old lady sitting next to me, and she was in a terrible state, and I felt responsible, and I was very calm. She was just, and I took her hand, and I brought it down onto the armrest, and I just looked in the eye, and I said, "Fuck you, old lady! We're gonna die!"
Let's see if death is up there. Of course it is. The most frightening thing. Yes, the top thing people are scared of is death. Personally, I'd like to die as I lived, charging each funeral goer £25 plus booking fee. So at the end of that round, John's team have 1 point, Sean's team have 2 points. Our next round is Pick of the Poll. Sean, Katherine, Tinchy, pick a question.
Well, I have a picture of Tinchy.
OK, you've chosen Tinchy. Here's a clip made by an American preacher to illustrate your question.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you gotta do a rap to a hip-hop beat. He's a life changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger. Water to wine, he's a drink exchanger, and he died for your sins. Now I'ma pass the mic to my lovely wife. She's a fly MC and the light of my life. So to bust a rhyme without further ado, take it away, Mary Sue.
If another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame butt rapper and your rhymes are weak, I don't get mad and I don't critique. I forgive him and turn the other cheek.
If you hate drugs and you think you're cool, you need to come to Sunday school. Put those drugs in a garbage can. Stand up tall, you're a Christian man. Word up. I'm freestyle.
Hit me.
Tinchy, what do you make of that?
It was all right, it was trying. I like how they was putting some words together, but they just had the rhythm wasn't there. Like, it's like, loosen up a bit, man. Have fun with it. I like the bit about turn the cheek.
Yeah, that was the sexiest bit, I felt. Right, so here's your related question. Most people think rapping is harder than singing. True or false?
I rap, so I'll say singing is harder because I can't sing. And I think rapping is easy. Have you ever tried rapping?
I've never tried rapping because it would be the worst thing in the world.
I think you should try as in now.
I would say that is about as likely as me getting my balls out. Go on, teach Katherine how to rap. Katherine, can
I could rap you a love song.
All right, lyrics. First of all, let's make it simple. If you say like one line, that's a bar.
Yeah.
2 lines, so to make it easy, let's do 4 bars for you.
Okay.
And you say you want to talk about love.
Yeah, I want to talk about you and me.
Oh, you're in love?
Yeah.
Now tell me how deep you're in love.
Okay, like, I'll talk about me. How about
Try and rhyme it as well, that might help.
I'm the big white girl from Canada, chilling with Tinchy. Yeah, that's the star of the hood. Maybe this is where our love begins. After the show, you take me back round the beans. Yeah, you don't gotta do a lot of being drama. Just say the word, I'll be your baby mama.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
John, do you sing? I've never heard you sing.
No, but you've never seen me do a lot of things I do. I sing, I sing. Mostly musicals.
Oh, I like musicals too.
Yeah.
Which one?
Phantom.
Lovely.
Love a bit of Phantom. Cats, obviously. Ironically, I don't like cats.
David, you do a fair bit of singing.
Yeah, I do. I think when I try to sing, it's so bad, it comes across as just talking, really. And talking with a beat is pretty much my rap. So I'm trying to think of... They call me David O'Doherty because it's on my birth certificate. 18-12-7-5 at 8:15, youngest of 3, 7 years to the last. Was I planned? I don't know. I've never asked.
Was I planned? I never asked is the end of that.
The tragedy of that is that I was born on the 18th of the 12th, so therefore I was conceived on the 17th or the 18th of the 3rd, the 17th of the 3rd being Patrick's night. So that would answer that question, pretty much. And raise the horrific image of my mother in a green afro wig going, go on, it'll be fine.
OK, so what do you think's harder, rapping or singing?
I think obviously rapping, because you're a writer and do it, whereas singers, they just sing other people's songs, don't they?
Some singers. Some people write their own songs.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song? Can you sing as well?
Summer breeze! Make me feel fair!
Voice of an angel. It's a wonderful... There's a tear, there's a tear.
Yeah, I think I got my next
beautiful.
feature. Yeah.
So you're going...
you know what, really, I'm just saying singing because I rap and I find it easier.
You're being humble.
I'm being humble, but really...
OK, we'll say no. We say rapping's harder.
You're saying rapping's harder. John, what are you going to go for? What have you done?
Something just flew in my fucking ear, Jimmy.
Ghost! It's a ghost!
Ghost spider!
Maybe the ghost fly was escaping Ghost Spider. OK, what are you going to say, rapping or singing?
Singing is harder.
Yeah.
OK, you're saying singing, you're saying rapping. I can tell you it was close, but the answer is false. Only 47% of people think rapping is harder than singing. You got a point. My problem with rap music is it tends to disrespect bitches and hoes. The trouble with rapping is you have to lizzle a whole new vocabulary. Right, let's get on with the quizzle. So at the end of that round, it's 2 points for Sean Steam and 2 points for John Steam. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your first one. Most romantic gesture. What's the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for you, Alex?
Taking me to Chicken Cottage. I did read about a man who took his fiancée to a hotel, and the plan was he was going to propose to this lovely girl. And so in the morning, he opened the curtains, and a year before, he'd planted these daffodils, and the daffodils spelt, "Will you marry me?"
But imagine if there'd been a mole he didn't know about, and he'd eaten loads of the bulbs. And then when she pulled the curtains out, it just said, Willie... me. Willie me. He went, bloody moles!
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done, Tinchy?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not really romantic like that. I kind of try and, you know, the whining and dining and all that. I skip that, go straight to the point.
Katherine, what's the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for you?
Well, I used to think cooking was really romantic till I saw how it turned out for the guy on Breaking Bad. My current boyfriend's very romantic.
Right.
But it's wasted on me. I'm a bit of a man.
What?
Yeah. Right, mate. Hey.
John, are you a romantic guy?
I will sometimes, for my girlfriend, I will not deliberately piss her off all day. That's quite romantic. But I'll do a thing if she says something like, can you turn it up a bit? I'll go, I'll turn you up a bit. And I will literally do that for every sentence she says. And sometimes I don't do that, because I'm a good guy.
I need to learn from you.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, he's like Mr. Miyagi, yeah, sure.
Who's Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi, you know, from the Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
No, I've never seen that.
You've never seen the Karate Kid?
It's been on, but I haven't really watched it.
So you're in a room, the Karate Kid's on, but you look the other way. OK, David, most romantic thing you've ever done?
Fart the music from Sonic the Hedgehog.
No way, the whole thing?
Well, certainly it sounded like the start of it, where we both just went, that was the Sonic the Hedgehog music!
What was that second bit?
That was...
Was that you making out with someone?
Yeah.
Can we have that again? Because we want to learn.
Well, there's two classic sorts of making out. There's this...
Oh, that was like Hannibal Lecter.
I opted for the other one, which is this.
Your tongue really flicks. It's got good tongues, actually.
Maybe it's brush your tongue. No, sometimes you brush your teeth, you brush your tongue as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of decency.
You're not meant to do that all the time.
Well, I don't.
Oh.
I don't until it looks like a sort of carpet in a car rental showroom. Car rental place, when it looks like that, it's that sort of olive green carpet you get. Yeah, I think I better brush it now.
You can go too far. I mean, too romantic is weird. I once wrote a girl's name all through an exercise book and sent it to her. I thought it was romantic. It showed devotion and grammatical accuracy.
But too much romance, it can be a bit wet.
So what's the line? What crosses the line for you?
Take somebody out for a meal, great.
Perfect.
Write their name on every page of an exercise book, over the line. So hopefully you're the right side of the line now.
I've zigzagged that
you've got a girlfriend. Good.
I know, and I've learnt not to be romantic. So that's it. Sometimes I'll throw a wet tea bag at her head, just so she knows.
OK, I'll give you a clue. It's something you might invite someone around for?
Cooking a nice meal.
That's the right answer. Yes, the most romantic gesture is cooking someone dinner. I cooked for my girlfriend last night. She said it was the best lasagna she'd ever tasted, which I think means it was the worst apple crumble ever made. Next one. Top thing that makes British people angry. What do you think?
It strikes me as a visitor to this country, the things that annoy people are very often not the big things like the breakup of the NHS or bankers' bonuses, like apostrophes in the wrong place. So it's probably that was the final straw in 1939. It wasn't the takeover of Poland by Hitler. It was like, he spelt Nazis with an apostrophe. Oh, let's get him.
What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? When I'm driving. When we come to like a zebra crossing and like someone feels like because of zebra crossing, although I'll stop for you, but say thanks because I don't have to stop.
You do.
Yes, you do. Yeah. You do. Yeah.
I know. You do legally, you do.
Yeah, legally you do, but I really don't. I'm in a car. You're on your feet. Like, if I didn't stop, what were you gonna do?
I absolutely get that because when you're driving, because all it requires is it's just the eyebrow raise. It's just
that's it. Like some people look at it like they look at me like, oh, you
don't do the eyebrow raise on a zebra crossing.
No, you're meant to stop. You're meant to be considerate of pedestrians, people who are softer than you. You're in a big metal box. And I'm meant to say thank you for not killing me. No, that's basic standards. That's like saying thank you to somebody for not stabbing you in the head while you're walking down the street. Thanks for not punching me in the face. Thanks for not pushing me in front of that train. You spend your whole life thanking people for not doing something insane, which would be running you over. In fact, I'd be more likely to just go, ah. I don't do that because there's a lot of hard people driving who get out of their cars and beat the crap out of you. But really...
You've had a bit of luck if it's Tinchy, really.
Yeah. You don't know.
You never know.
Yeah. You know, don't underestimate anybody. Especially me! Yeah. Oh. You came so close, Jimmy.
What do you think? What makes you angry, John? You seem like a pretty easy-going guy. I can't imagine you get upset by much.
Getting run over by rappers. It's not having anything to get angry about, isn't it? It's nice to get angry. That's why we read papers in the morning. So before we've even finished our toast, we go, look at the state of that!
What were you looking at?
Stacey from Warwick. Ill-thought-out views on Britain's membership of the EU. Fair enough, have an opinion, but put your clothes on and then we can talk about it.
OK, Alex, have any guests on the One Show annoyed you?
There's been about 4.
Let's name them. Come on, let's go down.
How about no?
One Direction.
No, they're all right.
Yeah,
I mean, they've got about literally 115 people with them, choosing which ripped vest they're going to put on. And they're all right.
They always make the right choice.
Yeah. You can't get it wrong, really, can you?
Well, no, I mean...
Whatever you put on those guys, it's just great. Whatever you're doing, guys, just keep doing it.
Go on, back to the annoying guests.
Bruce Willis was rubbish on the One Show.
Oh, Bruce.
You sound like you've broken up with him. Oh, Bruce.
I would have if we were together after that. He just was a bit... He didn't know it was live, for a start.
You could have told him.
And then I did. In the first VT, I said, listen, Bruce, this isn't going that well. You're going to have to speak.
To be fair, it's a difficult gig for him to get up for, I imagine. If he's come off the back of, like, a Hollywood film where he's blowing up helicopters, and then he's got to come off the back of a Giles Brandreth documentary about maggots.
I'll tell you what, something really does annoy me is when you go into a jeweller's and they're selling loads of clocks and they're all different times. Yeah. Thinking, you're trying to sell me these clocks and you can't even be bothered to get them on the right time. Why would I buy a clock from you that isn't showing me the right time? That's all I want from a clock, is that it tells me the frigging time, and you want to sell it to me, you want to charge me money, and you can't be bothered to go like that. You've got a bloody nerve trying to sell me clocks, and you can't even prove... It's not a clock. If it's not the right time, it's not a clock. It's just some numbers. It's some numbers and some sticks moving different ways. It's not a clock. So don't... Next time I come in there, mate...
I'm annoyed about that now.
Did you see that CCTV footage of, like, some armed robbers? I'd love to go into a clock shop with balaclava and go, put all those clocks right! Just hold it to his head and go, now the next one, now the next one. Right, I'm out of here.
OK, what's the top thing that makes British people angry?
Is it football? Because I know you have a very delicate relationship with football. You love it, but it makes you so angry.
That pisses me off at the football. There's always a clock that tells you it's 3:15, but the clock on the match says, like, 17:23, because there's 17 minutes gone, but the actual time is... And 2 clocks in the same room just kill thousands of people.
It's like a bloody jeweller's. We waited till Series 16 to break out that face. OK, top thing that makes British people angry. It's people being unhelpful.
Bad service.
Yes, that's the right answer. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and David have 2 points, Sean, Katherine and Tinchy have 4 points. They're the winners. Thanks panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.